Games, board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, and I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing, and today the situation is that I'm going to share 3 predictions. I think that these are likely to happen in the year known as 2022. But I try to think of things that I might be almost 50-50 about. And as I said before, I'm definitely not gonna shout. That's what I'm talking about. It's what it's all about. Board game predictions. I'm not gonna shout. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever it is, wherever you are. And I am Bez. It is 10 a.m. UK time, which means it's time for another Bezzy Beats and Board Game Blether. And hello, Timmy. It is lovely to see you. As I mentioned in the song, today is all about predictions. So if you go to my Discord, I've started up 2 new channels, one to chat about predictions, one to have these predictions, and the idea is that each, ideally something to do with games, it could be something to do, nothing to do with games, like, but as I look ahead, I thought I'd make a prediction about the Spiel des Jahres, one about me, one about a board game company. And then I wanted to keep them very specific enough that you can tell at the end of the year, did it happen or did it not? I don't just want to say we're going to start returning to normality, although I do believe that. I do believe that a lot of conventions will happen in 2022 compared to 2021. Again, I didn't want to say the obvious things. For sure, we are going to have more conventions. I believe that if I had to stick my neck out, I would say from February, everything will be as normal. So there will be nothing cancelled and people will wear masks. There will be precautions made, but conventions will happen as normal. That's my prediction. I believe that board game sales will continue to go up very slightly. I believe that, yeah, games will get made. There will be an essence. There will be thousands of games released. There will be, but life will carry on as we know it. But I wanted to get into a few specific things. First of all, of course, as always, let's talk about recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. How are you? What are some of your recent highlights? Please do let me know. I've been drawing these little cards, so this is for a game that I'm hoping to playtest today, and you're going to be drafting these, and then they give you points in different ways. And anyway, that's something that I've been working on. Of course, and thank you, Stream Elements, who reminds me to do a little jiggle and wriggle to take care of my body. What other recent highlights? Continued playing a good bit of Board Game Arena. I finished a couple of games of Seasons. That one game of Seasons, that was such a delight. Yeah, I also started playing Race for the Galaxy again, a good game. And I played yesterday for the first time Similo with Bones John, who was here. It's a lovely game. It's a delightful game. You've got lots of cards with pictures of animals, or you might use a different pack, in which case it's pictures of fables, or you might use a different pack, in which case there's different themed packs. I've got a bunch of cards in the center, 12, and the guide, the clue giver knows which one of them they're trying to get everyone else to guess. And each turn, you take a card and you put it down either as a clue to say the target's card is similar to this one, or you put it the other way around to say it's different to this one. And other people need to think, what is different? And so as the game goes on, you remove things from consideration and you say, okay, I think the target card is not this one. Second round, the target card is not these two. Third round, you eliminate 3. Fourth round, you eliminate 4. And then you get it down to the final 2. And then you need to eliminate one final thing. And the clue giver is trying to give clues with these pictures. Maybe you match the background. Maybe you match the type of animal it is. Maybe you match the way, the pose of the thing. You could, and so this is very much like Mysterium, where you're using pictures, but then people can focus on any parts of the thing. Similo, that was indeed a lovely game. That was a recent highlight. If you've got any of your own recent highlights, please do share. Otherwise, I will talk about a brilliant thing. What's a little thing which is brilliant? I am going to say blank cards. I mean, it's kind of like a canvas, and once you've done it, like blank cards, sure, you can use cards in sleeves and put this paper into the sleeve so it's marginally cheaper, but it was during the design of In a Bind, I think, that I realized that sleeves, they can poke you. Sleeves, they can be a little bit tricky for dexterity games. Blank cards, conversely, they're just a bit easier if you're wanting to flip them over, if you're wanting to grab them. And once you've done it, I don't know, I feel a bigger sense of achievement. Sure, there's a cost. Sure, there's an environmental cost because, yeah, I use them. I try to make them look half decent, but still, blank cards, as a game designer, that is one of the tools that I absolutely need. So as we go forwards into the 3 predictions that I'm going to share, this might be quite a quick episode, but feel free to comment, ask questions, and like, follow. Let's get on into the predictions. Prediction 1, Cascadia. I'm going to say that this game is going to get a nomination for the Spiel des Jahres, the biggest board game prize in the world. I don't believe it will win, necessarily. It might, but what I'm saying is it will definitely get a nomination. In Cascadia, you have a whole bunch of hexagons, and you're putting them together as tiles and making a map of your own, drafting them, grabbing little animals to put around, and then you're trying to match the animals and the landscapes and all sorts of things. I think that Cascadia, due to the relative simplicity, which is approachable for the German family audience, because it doesn't do anything amazingly new. I mean, if you compare it to Calico or anything, but it does do everything very well. It feels incredibly streamlined, and the rules come together excellently. I believe that this will get a nomination for the Spiel des Jahres. Prediction number 2 is Asmodee. Asmodee has been buying companies left, right, center. I almost feel like I should have been more bullish here, but I believe that Asmodee is going to slow down. It's doubled in value last year, which is incredible for a company of that size. I believe that next year it will not keep buying companies. I believe that it will buy maybe 1, maybe 2 companies. In retrospect, you know what? I said that I was going to finish my predictions by today. I'm going to make this slightly more bullish. It will buy fewer than 2 companies. Let's leave it at that. And so that is my prediction, because fewer than 3 doesn't seem like that bold a prediction. So let's make it slightly more bold. I believe that Asmodee will buy 0 or 1 companies, which is quite a claim. Hello, Jess. It is lovely to see you. And Jess says, I have a prediction. I predict that I will go rock climbing soon. I am psychic, so it's probably correct. I do hope you enjoy your rock climbing. This brings me to my third and final prediction, which is a personal thing. And this isn't something that I can achieve just through my own work. Sure, I can put in extra work to try and make it more likely to happen. I am going to have Kickstarters where the pledge level is £1, where people get a print and play edition for £1, but I do need to improve the offering of that print and play edition. I'm going to keep building things up, but I believe that I will run a Kickstarter this year with over 1,234 backers. My biggest Kickstarter is about 850, so this would be like 50% more. That would be quite a big deal. And so that is, yeah, that's my final predictions. And that's my predictions. Do you have any? Do you have anything that you would like to share, or do you have any questions about any of these things? Just to reiterate, if you go to my Discord, which you can check out stuffbybez.com/Discord, then go to the 2022 predictions channel and put a little thumbs up or thumbs down to say whether you disagree or whether you agree with them. And for each vote that you get correct, you will get, at the end of the year, you'll get a point. Also, if you want to predict things, then put in your own predictions. Please don't put in things that you have direct control over, like saying, okay, I'm going to go rock climbing at least 50 times, even though that's a good aim to have. It's not within the spirit. So it can be something that you have indirect power over. For example, saying, I'm going to arrange a party and at least 50 people will attend, something like that. Hello, Yoda. It is lovely to see you. Who says, I predict that I will start making breakfast, which is exactly the kind of prediction that I'm saying that you're not allowed for this game. But yes, there's a meta game that I've built where you get 2 points for a correct prediction, but you also get 1 point for... And Jess says, but what about the party? You do have control over it. But again, it's only indirect control. It's like me saying, you only have indirect control, like you don't control the people to make the thing and to come and attend, if that makes sense. And Jess says, yeah, if you invite 100 people and you think about 50 people will turn up. Yeah, honestly, like my Kickstarter thing was kind of on the borderline, but anyway, feel free to share your predictions and we'll try to get that all done by the end of next Sunday. I'm going to close that, and then after that, we'll have about 1 week to give a thumbs up or thumbs down to everyone else's prediction, and we will decide how we feel about it. So for now, this has been quite a quick show, but unless anyone else has any questionably quick questions, I am going to wrap up. Josie Finch, I predict I will spend over my budget when I go to UK Games Expo. No, these are again the kinds of things that you... anyway, I know you're joking, but... a questionably quick question. What's your favourite condiment? It is mayonnaise. And that's that. So let's go. Over to you. What are you up to? You can share, but only if you want to. So what are you up to? What are you excited to be doing? What is something you need to be doing? What is something that is fun and frivolous? Maybe something super serious? Anything you want, you can share. And I promise that I care. So let me know. Personally, I'm going to finish drawing these cards and then I'm going to head off for a playtest. The pub opens at 12 and people are meant to get there before 1 o'clock. We have maybe between 12:30 until 1. We chat a bit and then There's about 15 other designers. They all come to this monthly playtest, and then we'll probably hang around until 7 playing each other's games. Some people are going to take shorter games. Some people will take longer games. I will take like 3, 4 different things that's all fits within one slot. And I'm super excited by that. And yeah, Jess says, napping my legs, I walked and climbed a lot. I need to read and nap. What will you drink at the pub? These days, I tend to drink half a pint of whatever new beer or ale they have. Jess remembers how I used to mix juices and Coke, although it used to be mainly the lemonades. Like I might have, for example, a third of cranberry juice, a third of orange juice, and then um, top it up with lemonade, whatever. CD says this week is about preparing for Tabletop Live Network, finishing my accounts and doing some creative things. That sounds lovely. And congratulations on being part of Tabletop Live Network. That is super awesome. Jess, yes, those drinks were fun. I feel like I kind of got to know and got to understand the way that fruit juices taste. So the reason that I'm drinking beer more often, as I say, yes, it's absolutely not a problem. Because I'm surprised you would even say, but it doesn't sound like a problem because it's just half a pint. But yeah, you go in and there's a slight difference. There's a subtle taste difference. Whereas compared to the fruit juice, if I ask for the other thing is that with fruit juices, different pubs would price it differently. Some pubs would charge me as if they'd for all three, and then it would be a lot more than it really should be. But hello, Rob Harper. I believe that I might see you later today, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I will see you. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so do let me know what you are up to. Let me recap and wrap up before I finish up. So once more, I talked about my predictions for next year. I believe that we're going to get back to normal. I believe that after February, the conventions will basically carry on as normal, except, we'll have masks, we'll have some precautions, but I believe that everything will actually happen from February onwards. That is what I would predict, and also it's partially hope. I believe that, there will be thousands of games released at Essen and all the things that happen every year. I believe that board games will continue to slowly go up. But the 3 specific predictions that I made were, firstly, Cascadia will get nominated for Spiel des Jahres. Secondly, Asmodee will not keep bang, bang, bang. It will just maybe be bang. And then that's it. It'll just buy like one company, or maybe even 0. I don't know. But that's my prediction that Asmodee, who has been buying, bang, bang, like it's just kind of run out of things to buy at this point. And like the things that it hasn't bought, it's like, who cares about them? So it's going to buy 0 or 1 company. Prediction 3, and this is arguably not a great prediction because I have some control over it, but I will run a Kickstarter with over 1,234 backers, which will be 50% more than my biggest Kickstarter so far. And those are my predictions. Jess, yes, if you want to put that into the Discord, seriously, anyone who wants to put the things in, put it into the Discord and get yourself some easy points. But then everyone who thumbs it up will also get some easy points. Go into my Discord channel, stuffbybez.com/Discord. Rob isn't coming into London. Fingers crossed I will see you. Josie says, I am meeting up with my board game group, Meeple Gaming, an LGBTQ plus gaming group. Looking forward to some face-to-face gaming. That sounds lovely. I hope you have a fantastic day with that. And yes, that is basically it. I want to say thank you, everyone. If you want to check me out, then obviously The future streams that I'm doing are stuffbybez.com/streams. Tomorrow is going to be a quick rant about simplicity, a very quick rant before I go off and do some personal stuff. Then Tuesday, I'm talking to Adam Porter, designer of several games based in Wales and also producer of some of possibly the best videos that are aimed at board game designers. Does brilliant stuff. Wednesday, I don't know what I'm doing. If you want to suggest a topic, then feel free. Otherwise, I'll do whatever I decide on the morning. Thursday, Dina is there. Basically, go to this link and you will see all my future streams. Of course, you can see me everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Search for Stuff by Bez and share, spread the word. And I want to once more say thank you, everyone. Thank you for, helping me make this a general morning routine. I feel energized when I'm talking and then there's people responding. I feel, happy to have a little bit of an audience. I feel happy to have, something to get up in the morning for. And so it is a delight. So thank you, everyone. And for now, Jess says, we're starting an LGBTQIA friendly running club. It'll be called the Rainbow Hash to counter all of the misogynistic hashes. Sounds fantastic. And to me, lots of love to all of you. And for now, just once more, thank you. And the only thing left to say is bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye-bye, Timmy and Jess and CD and Rob and Josie and everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And as always, lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Yoda. Bye-bye, Josie. Enjoy breakfast.